Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Now I did want to mention that this is my opinions and I'm going to be talking about why I just posted Hank and Nightmare Harvester. This video might be a bit long, but I want to give my opinions on these, and I also want to give my opinions on why I don't buy aliens, dolls, and why I hate these two scarecrows, and why I hate witches, and why I hate most of these goblin-esque other type creatures. So, let's get right into the video, because I'm not wasting any time. Okay, so, before we talk about Hank and Nightmare Harvester, I'm going to get into why I hate these doll props, these goblins, these witches, and these two scarecrows. But before we get to those scarecrows, I'm going to talk to you about these other things. Why I hate them and what I only go for and what I seek for my indoor display or just as a collector myself. So, I have never been a fan of dolls that we've gotten. I've never really been a fan of the possessed kids. The possessed girls are okay. The ghost props are cool. But I don't like clowns. I was about to say I don't like clowns. I don't like dolls, witches, goblins, and dolls because I hate them so much. They're not scary. They've just been overused too much. Oh, and why I also hate zombies. That's also what we're going to talk about. So this video might be an hour, maybe most to the max. Hopefully just an hour. But I'm not a fan of aliens, dolls, zombies, and witches because we get them every year. And yes, I understand that there's a fan base for those. And I'm more of a fan base, just like most people, for the clowns. I don't like these props because zombies, witches, dolls, and these two scarecrows, I feel like all are having this issue. And well, maybe not goblins. However, I will be buying the Distortions Goblin. And I think there's another goblin from another professional company I'll probably be buying that is holding a pumpkin. But we'll get to that in a second. We'll get that into a later segment of my coming back to my videos. So, we've gotten witch, dolls, zombies, and these two scarecrows fit in this category. I don't like them. And I don't like them for a reason. We get them every year. They're boring. They're generic. They're stupid. And they suck. And now I understand. People are going to say the clowns are boring, genetic, stupid, whatever. And people are sick of them. Understandable. Like I said. But the people that are like me that are obsessed with clowns, I applaud you. Give yourself a round of applause. Because me, as well as y'all people that are obsessed with clowns, I like you people. Anyways, so we're also going to be talking about Sunstar in this video too. Why I think Sunstar and Spirit are getting fans and why people hate them so much. Okay, let's get on to Hank and Nightmare Harvester. So I posted a video, and like I said, these are my opinions. So if any of these offend you people for those category of monsters, I'm a scarecrow, skeleton, clown, werewolf kind of guy. So I don't do witches or goblins or dolls and stuff. Anyways, so why do I hate Harmonica Hank? Why do I hate Nightmare Harvester? Harmonica Hank looks like, in the face, looks like burnt black charcoal. It looks like dookie, it looks like burnt shit, and I don't like it. His animation isn't going to probably be that good anyways, but I guess I'll have to wait and see. Now, moving on to Nightmare Harvester. I've hated this guy ever since 2018. There was a prototype floating around and people thought he was going to return. Thank God he did it. And he might return for some of you people that are obsessed with Nightmare Harvester. And yes, I am a scarecrow guy, and I know somebody's going to be like, well, he's a scarecrow, but him and Hank are two scarecrows I hate, and I will never, ever, ever, in my whole entire life, ever purchase these bastards ever. They suck. They're bad. They're garbage. Now, I don't like Nightmare Harvester. It's that face. That face back in 2018 made him look like a Muppet. I was never a fan of the Muppets movie or Sesame Street at all, so I don't like him. Period. I am a sucker for pumpkins and, like I said, scarecrows, clowns, skeletons, and werewolves. But the scarecrows of these two, I'm not a fan of. And I don't like them. Now, getting on to why do I like scarecrows and other things before we get on to the last two categories of Sunstar and Spirit. Okay, so I've always been a sucker for clowns, skeletons. I have quite a few of them, and I did get rid of a few skeletons, and I plan on rebuying some more skeletons. At least the human skeletons as well. Now, I've always been a fan of clowns, but I had a fear of them growing up as a kid. We had this like porcelain vintage doll, and I hated it. As soon as I started watching horror movies and stuff like that, I fell in love with clowns. I love the It movies. There are a few other, I love the Killer Clowns movies. Those got my fear over the animatronics on this side. Okay, before we get into Spirit and Sunstar, I want to talk about the flaws and what, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do a quick flaws why I hate, because there is a couple more reasons why I hate Hank and Nightmare Harvester. Their build qualities look like shit. Their qualities look like ass. Bro looks like, so Harmonica Hank looks like he's sitting on one of those slingshot things back in the day that they would have, and that looks retarded. Freddy Fazbear is definitely known on this channel now, and he's probably going to be known on this channel. Now, I love the FNAF video games. I love the FNAF, Halloween Horror Nights. I love the FNAF, that stuff. I just don't like Freddy. This Freddy was executed bad, as well as Hank, Harvester, and several others animatronics back in the past. So, now I want to quickly talk about Sunstar before we get to Spirit, and I think that's honestly about it, because I don't really have anything else to say. This video is already 7 minutes. So, I'm not a fan of Sunstar. I did grab a Sunstar item that I will be reviewing here shortly this summer, shortly this October, this fall season. I picked up this guy to be okay, I used to own this guy, not this one in particular. This is one of their older models, but this is a replacement for my last one. My last one I took apart and broke it because it was all piece of shit, everything. So, Sunstar, Spirit, they have their fans. And I'm glad. I'm happy they have their fans. But Harmonica Hank has his fans, so does Nightmare Harvester. I don't like him. Now, I know there's people that don't like Toothy. That's okay. I'm a big fan of him. Clearly, as you see, he's the only Spirit prop I have. That's going to change throughout the rest of the years once I start saving up more money, get more clowns, and whatever. I am happy that at least there's people out there that there are fans that like Sunstar, that likes, Nightmare Harvester, that likes Spirit, this and that. And I'm happy. I'm happy that there are people that like this stuff. But like I said as I mentioned yesterday in my yesterday video, I despise animatronics that I hate. And I will always hate them. Because there's a lot of animatronics and props I don't like, and I think is either kid-friendly, too kid-friendly, not enough gore, not enough scary animation. It's bad. Okay. Spirit. They suck. Spirit sucks balls, and they probably always will be. Keep in mind, this is my opinion about all these companies and these two props. This video is mainly supposed to be about those props, but I decided throwing props that I like, props that I don't like into this. Almost make this an hour-long video. Yeah, that's kind of all I have. Spirit's trash. I don't think they're ever going to be good. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Harmonica Hank, Freddy Fazbear, and Nightmare Harvester will die. In my personal opinion. They are horrible animatronics. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video.